and Syndra instead of a Casio.
Yeah, so the scaling not really matched on the side of G2. They're going to need Kog'Maw to kind of do double duty here.
Well, this is my question. What does Kog'Maw... A question mark ping did come through. Yike is a little suspicious. We used the sapling to spot out if there is any potential threat.
But it
does
doesn't
have the smite.
see him. Markoon, does he want the objective? No, he wants the tree.
He needs to smite here if he can get it.
He get the smite, the Q, the lockup. He does manage to get it now. He needs to get out. He's got level 3 advantage. Sertuss collapsing.
He's gonna
go forward. Still just trying to hold on. There's no way. The passive, the auto. Oh, he's getting so many resources. They're committing so much just to try to keep Markoon alive. Yike now on the retreat, walking back to the tower. First blood going over to Sertuss. But Yike,
I think Irrelevant's one of the best laning top laners that we have in the league. Yike making his way back towards bot, threatening the dive.
They get the lock up here, Unbreakable down. They need to back away from this one, but the root is there. Mickey overstaying. Guardian will not be enough. Good patience from Exakick to wait on the root there to ensure that they get something back. The pull back from Broken Blade, not quite going to connect. Good use of the mist, Irrelevant. Stepping back.
A very botched dive there from G2. Sertuss now in a bit of danger.
Yike not done yet. The flash back, he can knock him back out of tower range. Do they have enough damage to finish Sertuss here? Yike now needs to back away, but Markoon still only level...
The Gambit AD carry, do you remember him?
Genja?
It was Genja.
Yep.
Yeah.
Time Lord Genja.
Time Lord Genja with the original Trinity Force Kog'Maw tech.
My favorite is when people are like 5 years later, the item just... Never mind, hold that thought. Yike getting pulled back into the rest of the team. 3 stacks waiting for the 4th on the Braum, but Sertuss is here as well. Yike is going to be in trouble. The second time he's going to die in this exact same area. There's no way out. Sertuss happy to have this kill. And SK doing a great job at just matching all the plays. The G2 are kind of just trying to overforce.
Well, the biggest thing is Sertuss collapsing first. Twice now he's been able to get to the play before caps.
Until he sees the other ones.
Oh, don't spoil it. Great game.
Would recommend.
Yeah. For now,
Dragon.
G2 using the division control to try to contest this one. Objective going to be taken away, but that's TP right behind them. Mickey's already burned the Unbreakable. Now Relevant to the backside, just going to try to tear through Hansama. Cap's going to look for the disengage. Relevant not quite quick enough. He can't see the Syndra, so he can't stop it, but the mist coming out. Irrelevant not done. Coasting, just trying to zoom in. Doss now ready to back him up. Big damage coming in for the Syndra. Can they finish off this Gwen? Oh my God. Follow up, Sertuss sleeping in, cleaning up kills. Cap's now under the tower. Markoon going to drop the Herald. In the second the Herald aggros from the tower. Now SK can collapse on the Syndra. There is no way out. Clean fight, clean play. Yes, G2 get the dragon, but that is not a good trade.
This is SK just punishing G2's execution. Every single time they're getting the better of their opposition.
And worst champ as we get later in the game, short of a perfect 4-man. Ooh, winner. We're going to give him sidestep credit there on the side of Caps.
Hell yeah. It's a good one from Caps.
Relevant
on. All in.
Going all in. Broken Blade doesn't win that one. Needles coming out. Snip, snip, baby. Irrelevant smashing in the 1v1.
That's what the Gwen Ksante meant.
It was fun. And it was just like, it was whatever.
Yeah, it's like, it feels a little culty to me, by the way. It's just a little weird.
Wait, Broken Blade is in danger.
Is in danger. Gwen still immune. Irrelevant.
He's still
kicking off in this fight. And here comes one more member. Herald has been used, and Broken Blade now needs to get the hell out, but there's no room, there's no space to do so. Not quite a 1v1, but pretty damn close. Hansama and G2 going to break open mid lane, though, in exchange. So not a bad trade overall, but SK holding on to the lead, and Irrelevant only getting stronger.
Yeah, here's what I want the Broken Blade. Nice awareness there from Irrelevant. G2 looking for a fight in mid here.
Yep. The advantage that they had previously was the tower. SK now trying to even things out. Ultimate zoning them away. The root going to connect. There's no more cleanses now. Immediately onto the backside, firing back to the Aphelios ultimate, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Yike now needs to back away because Hansama's getting lower and lower. Sertuss now going to scoop him right back up. Send the tree into the waiting arms of the rest of the team. Hansama barely getting out, but he's ticking. He's burning. Oh, Leandri's Anguish doing so much work there to finish the job, but that's the Kog'Maw passive. Hansama utilizing it to the fullest, but it does not matter because it is SK's fight.
SK get 4 kills. And the Baron is alive with Irrelevant alive and Exakick. That's more than enough damage to secure this objective. G2 tried to find a flank in mid, tried to find a window where Irrelevant couldn't be in the fight. But they just didn't have the damage.
And now as we get into the mid game, they're not giving anything back to G2. No matter how many creative angles they've found thus far, SK just keeping the pressure on. Eyes on the prize, though, have to be careful here. Mickey now immediately going to fall off the Knocker Banner of the shifting sand. Sertuss going to get taken out one more time, and now it's Mickey into the waiting arms of Exakick, but there's a tower there. They can't turn this back. Mickey taken taken out by the ultimate of Exakick.
Ends up being a 1-for-1 trade.
Or the
a
turret,
nice
rather.
chain.
Take down a tower here, so a bit more gold into his pocket. It's still a 2.6k individual gold deficit, however, as Irrelevant is a monster and is just ignoring the Syndra. Might cost him, however. Is it another shutdown over to Hansama? He still snipes him! The needles all the way. Irrelevant trying to stand up, trying to stand strong, but Hansama getting another massive shutdown. SK biting off a bit more than they can chew on the bottom side. Pullback is there. Broken Blade looking for the 1v1 versus Markoon, looking to take the pig out of the equation.
Question is, have SK overstayed here? We talked about how there weren't many easy objectives for them to play for. They committed 2 members top, 3 members mid. They were chipping away this mid tier 2.
I kind of respect it. You got 4 members here. You've got a Gwen that really can't be answered on the top side of the map. Just take your time. Just don't get engaged on the pullback. Sertuss is big immediately, making out fishing for the ball, but it's not going to connect. TP now coming in. G2 just need to disengage. They get it from Irrelevant, though he overcommits. The Gwen disappears just like that, and this is a fight that could go in the favor of G2, but Exakick now looking to fire back. Just a bit of damage onto Yike. G2 coming out on top for now. SK overconfident on that mid lane.
We're going to commit to the objective. SK are going to concede it. They're going to say, you know what? The soul point is more important. G2, I guess it makes sense. They're saying that all this Baron does is stabilize G2. They're saying we still have good scaling, we can still win out on the team fights. They don't suddenly have an answer to Irrelevant's threat in the side lane.
Yeah.
They've been able to find a kill. Sure, that's all well and good.
Void staff.
G2 actually pushing in the tier 2 in the bot lane. Irrelevant TPing.
Irrelevant back.
Nice block from Miky.
Miky, quick reaction speed to make sure the carries aren't vulnerable here. Just trying to shred through this tier 2. Will take a bit more time. Can't be by going Caps. Nice flash to the side to keep them alive. Yeah, throwing down the ultimate just to make sure that there's no potential fall, but here comes Irrelevant. Want to keep this one going. Baron buff and powered recall by Hansama doing so much work. Miky there to body block off to the side is Yike. Irrelevant now ghosting through. Hansama taking so much damage from the needles. Irrelevant taking a blue buff. Yeah, skip and slash out to safety, but G2 still coming pretty close to even in that exchange overall, taking the enemy AD carry out. Now they can continue the siege. Exakick caught sleeping. Hansama doing so much damage.
Hands and Miky able to get that kill onto Exakick was absolutely massive with the Baron buff. Are they going to try and end it? Look, Maokai's trying to keep Irrelevant from getting back to base.
One more Unbreakable from Miky can mitigate so much potential damage fall. Exakick being down is big. Irrelevant having to run all the way back to base. For now, it is just a single tower, but SK on the edge here. They were so far ahead for so much of this game, but G2 keeping them on the ropes.
Exakick spawning back in 5 seconds. They decided to control over the mid wave. Now, this is a dangerous game for G2 to play because SK can afford to abandon this and just choose to push down mids. But instead, they're going to contest. Broken Blade.
Backing off, trying to create space. 6k getting lower and lower. Markoon is going to be able to get to the pit. It looks like they're not going to take the opportunity to force a fight. But now the Maokai will just come out and maybe they can look to turn. Exakick trying to turn back in response. Broken Blade getting the Gwen away from the rest of his team. Oh, and Hansama! Here he comes, baby! He might not have that dog in him, but right now, Sertuss sure does. Shut down, baby. Over to the Kog'Maw. Shut down to Caps as well. Dominant fight for the side of G2. An extended exchange, the Kog'Maw Syndra coming out on top.
And you have to think back to that single overstep in top lane. SK, this game was in their control and they overstayed their welcome. G2 punish it. And now with a 1-team fight, they're looking to end right here, right now.
Doing decent damage here, but a single mark is going to be big. The knockback. Oh, the immediate stun. Follow up, and Hansama once more. He's not happy with just an AD carry. He wants to support too. G2 out of nowhere. It was SK in the early game. It was SK in the mid game. But here, at the end of the road, is G2 standing tall and taking the win.
SK did such a great job at punishing the mistakes of G2. They were winning so many fights. They made Caps a non-factor. Irrelevant was completely dominating in the side lane.